Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Her Grace Sadhu Sevani Mataji will be reciting the slokas of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. His Grace Akshara Gaura Prabhuji will be reciting the slokas of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण भो दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada की जय। His Holiness गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। His Holiness भक्ति आश्रय वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय। His Grace शिक्षा गुरु रूप विलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री नामामृत। Conditions of effectiveness of partial or improper uttering of the holy name. Haridas Thakur to Lord Chaitanya. The letters of the holy name have so much spiritual potency that they act even when uttered improperly. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur states that the word Vyavahita, improperly uttered, is not used here to refer to the mundane vibration of the letters of the alphabet. Such negligent utterance for the sense gratification of materialistic persons is not a vibration of transcendental sound. Utterance of the holy name while one engages in sense gratification is an impediment on the path towards achieving ecstatic love for Krishna. On the other hand, if one is eager for devotional service, utters the holy name even partially or improperly, the holy name, who is identical with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, exhibits its spiritual potency because of that person's offenselessness utterance. Thus, one is relieved from all unwanted practices and one gradually awakens his dormant love for Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Charima Andalela 3.59. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada quote, 17th November. These four principles always think of Krishna because become Krishna's devotee, worship Krishna and offer your respect obeisances to Krishna. That is all. This is Krishna consciousness. Hyderabad, November 17, 1972. Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita. In the midst of these calamities, Abhay felt more than ever the need to propagate Krishna consciousness. He had something to say to the war-weary citizens of the world, and he longed for more effective forum, a publication of some kind, a way to present the world's crisis through the eyes of the scripture in the same bold style as had his spiritual master. There was no shortage of ideas, and he had been saving money from his business for this very purpose. Yet, how could he dare to produce such a journal when even learned sannyasis, senior disciples of Sri Bhaktisiddhanta, were not? He never considered himself a great scholar among his god brothers, although they called him Kavi and now Bhakti Vedanta. As a Grahastha, he wasn't expected to take the lead or publish his own journal. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam. Bhagavad Gita 14.27. Brahmano hi pratishthanam amrita swayayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya kantikasya cha. Translation. And I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.13.29. Maitreya Uvacha. Please go to the English. Maitreya Uvacha Ango Dvijvacha Shrutva Yajamana Sudurmana Tatprashtham Vyasrajadvacham Sadashyam Stad Anugyaya. Translation. Maitreya explained that King Anga, after hearing the statements of the priest, was greatly aggrieved. At that time, he took permission from the priest to break his silence and inquired from all the priests who were present in the sacrificial arena. Hare Krishna.
Chargor Prabhu. Akshargaur Prabhu. Please
Chaitanya
unmute.
Charitamrita.
Please
should I
unmute
read?
us, Akshargaur Prabhu.
You can unmute Prabhuji. He's made co-host. I think otherwise Sadhu Mataji, Sadhu Sevani Mataji, you can recite and finish.
Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 5.40. विप्रबल तीर्थ वाक्य के माने करियान ये हा उक से हा उक आमी दिबा कन्यादान. The elderly Brahmin said, "How can I undo the promise I made in a holy place while on pilgrimage? Whatever may happen, I must give him my daughter in charity." Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्री राधारास बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय। Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj very, very rightly explains Vyavaharthika, मतलब improper utterness. What is improper utterness? Day before yesterday also I discussed this same thing. That improper utterness means it is not with when in offensive, when you have a mood of sense gratification and you chant, then you will get the result. It is that you have the eagerness of devotion. You have the you want to have devotion, and when you chant offenselessly, even it is utterless, matlab, improperly uttered, you will get the proper result. Like we know about the Valmiki, he was Daku, and that's why Mara 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 Mara. He was not able to chant Ram 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 Ram. Then Naradji told him, chant Mara 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 Mara. That was improperly chanting. But if you have a mood of sense gratification and if you are offensive, then it will not help you that much, which will help you in the mood of, devotion. So Bhakti Siddhanta rightly says about the definition of improper chanting over here. मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी माम नमस्कुरु मामवैश्यसे युक्त्वेव मात्मानं मत्परायणम्. This is the sar of bhakti, which Lord says in the 9th chapter, last shloka. Manmana bhava, give your mind to me, always think of me. Madbhakto, become my devotee. Madhyaji, mam namaskuruhu. Worship me and offer respect and obeisances to Krishna. That's all. That is Krishna consciousness. So again, this shloka is repeated in Bhagavad Gita twice. It's not repeated once, but it is repeated twice. So when anything is repeated twice, it has great value and understanding. Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Eva Kevala. Kevala, Kevala means only and only. Kalov Nasteva, 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 Katiranyataha. There is no way, no way, no way. Why it is repeated again and again? to keep the gravity of that word. Only this, only this, only this. Others' way will not help in Kali Yuga. As far as Leela Amrit is concerned, it is the heart of a devotee, a real devotee. Paradukhi Dukhi. He has a heart for mass scale subduing the problem of the people. He wants to save the people from the suffering. That is what is the heart of a pure devotee. And that is what inspires all our acharyas to do lot of sacrifice, lot of tapasya for the sake of the community. And that heart is already there in Srila Prabhupada's uh, life. That mood is already there, and that we can see that when the people are suffering in this way, he needed that the message of the Lord should be propagated more. But how he will do? He was a grahastha. He had no power, and he was a very small person in this movement. There were many great devotees. So how he'll be doing? But he was recognized as a kavi, but he was not authorized for publication. Hmm? So that was the, you know, ये दुविधा में थे शील प्रभुपाद, क्या करना क्या नहीं करना. And at the right time, when you are sincere, Krishna helps you out. Very important shloka. Brahmano hi pratishto aham. Amritascha avyaya yascha shashvatasya dharmasya sukhaye kantasya. Means very important shlok. Brahmano pratishto aham. I am the source of the Brahma. The effulgence. Many the Nirakarvadis are very much attracted to the effulgence of Nirakara Brahma. But Lord clearly says, I am the source of that effulgence. And I am the source of every spiritual thing. So that's why Srila Prabhupada always says, if somebody says there is a light, so where is the source of the light? Please give an example. If there is a light, what is the source of the light? Light cannot be just. If we have a light in our house, we have a tube light, we have a bulb. If there is a light in the sky, there is a sun, which is the source for it. So if somebody says light, prakash, so what is the source of that prakash? And Lord clearly says, Brahmano pratishto aham. I am the source of that Brahma. Ango dvijo vacha shrutva yajamano. Here, the Angaraja is very much aggrieved, he is very much disturbed that why this is not happening. That's why he started personal consultation with all the priests and really wanted to find out the problem and why the sacrifice is not happening. As far as CC is concerned, here we can see the determination of the older Brahmana. He tried his level best and wanted to convince that he had promised in front of the Lord. How can he break the promise? It will be not good at all for me. He knew and he was ready, but he was forced by the elder son. We'll see tomorrow that he was forced by the elder son to keep quiet. And he gave a solution. देखो आपने किसके सामने तो बोला नहीं है, भगवान के सामने बोला है, तो हम बोल देंगे भगवान को बुला के लेके आओ तो हम दे देंगे, तुम्हारा भी काम हो जाएगा हमारा भी काम हो जाएगा. But they didn't knew that the Lord is Bhakta Vatsala. They didn't knew that Lord will never ever let down a devotee who is sincere in his service. The younger brother, younger Brahmana was very sincere in the seva. So to protect that service attitude, to protect the words of the senior Brahmana, Lord had to walk, because he talked with the junior Brahmana, and the junior Brahmana told that you can talk, you can walk also. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Today's peak attendance.